Hello, everyone. My phone got dunked in pool water accidentally. I immediately got it out, dried it, and I turned it off, put it in front of a fan, which is going off right there. I read online the best strat is to just leave it there, and if you have silicone gel, which is that little white thing right there, to leave it there and have it like absorb any moisture that comes out of the component. I even rubbed a little bit of isopropyl alcohol in there to get rid of any of the corrosive chemicals from the chlorine in the pool. So yeah, I'm officially going to be phoneless for like the next day and a half, preferably 2 days. Let's just hope that everything's a-okay and no real damage happened to the phone. But I was doing a lot of research and I did find that it's kind of a mixed bag. The phone apparently does have a high rating for being water resistant, but that is like in controlled lab settings and probably tested with like filtered water, I would imagine. Not like more water with like harsh chemicals in it that could crystallize and like damage like circuits or USB connectors or things like that. So yeah, I did everything I possibly could, and now I'm just leaving it to hopefully have all of the components dry out. We'll see how it goes in the next 2 days. Hopefully the phone will be a-okay. I'm not turning it on until then. This is going to be interesting because the phone's like a constant like presence in my life. And so not having it there all the time is going to be very, very interesting to see what kind of effect that might have on me, because I do feel like I might have too much of an attachment to it, and it might force me to find other ways of filling up my time. Let's get into the daily update, the daily diet update. I woke up this morning and I weighed myself immediately. I found that I was 167.2 pounds. I believe I think I was 0.8. So I may have dropped like 0.60 pounds from yesterday. And as for the meals, we're going to go through this real quick. I had 3 jalapeno poppers, a keto bread that was toasted, and then sliced avocado was put on that bad boy with a fried egg and olive oil with some roast beef meat chopped up next to it. And that was quite good. And a cup of coffee, the keto-friendly blue raspberry flavored gummies, a taco salad bowl, no carbs from any tortilla, just had it with leafy greens and olives and cheese and some oil, dark chocolate covered nuts and seeds and coconut shavings with Greek yogurt with a squeeze of lemon and some xylitol to sweeten it, another cup of coffee with some filtered milk and xylitol in it. And that's what I ate today. Any exercise? I did like 5 jumping jacks, if that counts. And now we get on with the daily update. I was woken up by my mom telling me that there were some jalapeno poppers ready to eat. So I got up and I had those jalapeno poppers right before slipping on my socks and shoes, combing my hair, and then we left in her car to go to church. As the pastor was going through his lesson, I gotta be honest, I was doing a remote viewing session as the pastor was doing his sermon. Afterwards, I was waiting for my mom in the front of the church as she was talking to everyone, and I was reading back on my old journal entries in my journal that I brought with me to write. Yeah, I was just reflecting. Then my mom wanted to know where I was, and then I greeted her. She was telling me about this ukulele program that she was discussing with one of her church mates, and I said, that's pretty interesting. Then we left. we arrived home, had that bigger breakfast meal. I went into my room and I was listening to a Ross Coldheart interview with the ladies who made the series known as the Telepathy Tapes, as I was playing another Crab's Treasure on my Nintendo Switch. I was doing that for like a good hour and a half, and then I started to get bored of that. So I decided to see if there was any YouTube videos that interested me, and there was one called Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. And I thought, that looks kind of interesting. And it's made by a YouTube channel that I very much enjoy, Hats Off Entertainment. So I decided to check that out for a little bit. It was basically a really involved video where the host of the channel was talking about the background of the movie and how he came to know of its existence through a video rental back in like the 90s, why he believed the film has sort of a not very well-known status today, despite being made by a very prolific comedy troupe. My second sister arrived, and so I decided to greet her, and we all painted metal flamingos. I gave my flamingo black toenails, and afterwards I needed to use the restroom. As I was listening to the interview of the women who worked on the podcast show, The Telepathy Tapes, I was eating the raspberry gummies, and that's what caused me to need to use the restroom. But afterwards, I walked over to the pool, and I had my phone with me, and then I accidentally dropped it in the pool water, and I got it out and immediately did a procedure where I dried it and got the internal components out and tried to shake water off of it and turn the phone off immediately. Actually, it was the first thing I did. And put like a silicone packet next to it and then put it in front of the fan over there to dry for the next 2 days. And the plan is, if none of that works out, then I'll see if I can contact Samsung warranty if I can get like the phone repaired or hopefully a new phone. Well, we'll find out soon enough. After all that stressing, I swam around the pool with 2 of my sisters and my mom for like a good hour, 2 hours, and we had a great time. We had like conversations, we swam, and it was a lot of fun. And then we got out. It was quite chilly, and when we dried and got dressed, we decided to have a little dessert. My sisters had ice cream with strawberries and whipped cream, with chocolate sauce drizzled on top. Me and my mom, since we're on our low-carb diet, we had Greek yogurt, unsweetened, with xylitol put in and a squeeze of lemon. We mixed that in with some strawberries and chocolate-covered nuts, seeds, and I think the other thing was coconut shavings. Then we all sat around the TV and we watched some classic Looney Tunes shorts, which were all very funny and very well made. Very much enjoyed them. We watched a video from the YouTube channel Papa Meat, where he was ranking various clothing stores, and he even got his wife to join in and rank his clothing styles, which was very funny and cute and charming. Then we watched Bears. My sister enjoys watching bears feast in, I believe, Alaska. She basically was showing us these bears feasting on fish in Alaska and how they each have names and unique personalities. It was pretty majestic. I very much enjoyed that. Then we decided to watch a YouTube channel by the name of Casual Geographic, where a guy breaks down what are the bears that are most likely to murk you, as the guy put it. Then we all said goodbye to each other for the night. My sister went back home. I decided to go into my room, and I was messing around with ChatGPT and its Sora video generator, and I couldn't get the results I wanted, so I ended up just giving up on it. Then I decided to make this video. I have tomorrow off, and I'll figure out something to do. I mean, it's like Labor Day, right? Maybe a good idea would be to clean the gas grill and use that to cook up some steaks. That would be nice. I'll see you in the next one, everybody, and have yourselves a great rest of whatever time you're watching this. Goodbye.